Hello everyone! I've counted the votes, and the card you wanted me to talk about most is Old Murk-Eye. He's a legend among Murlocs. Let's begin, shall we? One dreadful black night, near the coast of Westfall, Captain Grayson and his crew were sailing on the Great Sea, unaware of the perilous rocks of the coastline. The lighthouse, meant to warn them about this threat, it was not lit, since Old Murk-Eye had scared the keeper's family off. Tragedy was unavoidable that night, and Grayson's life ended upon the rocks. He had no clue what the afterlife held for him, but it surely wasn't eternal peace, since he witnessed how the keeper's family returned and tried to reignite the light to save others from a watery grave. Old Murk-Eye had been able to convince the weaker-minded Murlocs to join his group and raid the lighthouse once again. The second time, the family was not so lucky, and they perished helplessly before Grayson's eyes. Some say that the ghost who haunts the Westfall Lighthouse is just a figment of a drunken sailor's imagination, but those brave or foolish enough to check things out for themselves, they will find the tales to be all too real. The captain asks of adventurers to keep the coastline clear for any sailor that might find their way by killing a whole bunch of Murlocs. He also requests oil to keep the lighthouse burning and prevent others from joining him, as well as get his revenge that he deserves. Old Murk-Eye still roams the coast of Westfall, and it's up to adventurers to end this menace. You might wonder why Old Murk-Eye attacked the lighthouse that night, but who knows what goes on in the mind of a Murloc. Perhaps he was drawn by a shiny light, perhaps he thought he could find shiny loot inside, or perhaps he just had a taste for blood. Whatever the reason might have been, we made sure to safeguard future sailors, and Captain Grayson will use his time as a ghost to watch over those still breathing, still sailing the dark waves of the ocean. That's the story behind Old Murk-Eye. Now within Hearthstone, we can obtain this card by collecting all the Murlocs from the classic set, while a golden Old Murk-Eye card is awarded upon collecting golden versions of all the classic and basic Murloc cards. These include the Cold Light Oracle, Cold Light Seer, Murloc Tidecaller, Murloc Warleader, Bluegale Warrior, Grimskill Oracle, Murloc Tidehunter, and Murloc Raider. That will change though, once the Whispers of the Old Gods edition has been released. I'm not sure yet when this video goes live, but once that expansion is released, I believe that they're going to turn Old Murk-Eye into a craftable card. Now I've noticed a lot of you requesting Hearthstone videos for the different Murloc cards, but sadly, there isn't that much story to be told. The origin of the Murlocs is unknown, but Bram Bronzebeard suggests that Murlocs came from a frog-like ancient guardian. But the true lore is kept amongst the Murlocs themselves. We have Murky in Heroes of the Storm.
Is that a frog in a bubble?
The popular song I Am Murloc. And then there is King MRGLMRGL, a member of d.e.h.t.a, WoW's version of PETA, who's trying to work together with the Murlocs, indicating that they can communicate and not just mindlessly murder a family trying to keep a lighthouse lit. This is taken one step further with the introduction of Sir Finley Murgleton, who has not only been able to become a sophisticated gentleman, he's also an accomplished scholar, yet the details as to how exactly that happens, they're unclear. He joins us during our adventures with the Explorers League, and when you play Old Murk-Eye during the Giant Fin encounter, you get this special conversation. Giant Fin, Old Murk-Eye, which is the middle Fin, and then presumably Tiny Fin, who's probably the cutest Murloc around. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have on you when it comes to the story of Old Murk-Eye. As always, I'll leave it up to you guys and girls to decide what card we're going to talk about next. So leave your suggestions in the comments down below, and who knows, your card might be used in the next video. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time guys, see ya!